The other thing is Browns fans will recognize some of the names for the Texans. Tay Davis, Eric Murray, Terrence Mitchell, Christian Kirksey, Pharaoh Brown, of course, Tyrod Taylor. Nick Chubb talked about what he sees when he looks at the Texans.
I see a lot of guys who play here, for one. So that's that, and I see, a group of guys who want to win, who play hard, who play together, and despite things that have been said about them, they're ignoring the noise, and they're going out there and they're playing their butts off. So I see a team that's excited to play and excited to prove themselves.
Is it weird seeing so many guys that were in the same locker room?
It is, but I guess that's how the NFL goes. It's part of the business. It's my first time actually seeing it happen like that. The guys I played with, being across from other teams. So I'm excited to see some of the guys. For one thing, I'm excited to play against them too, and we have a great challenge ahead of us.
And, the one thing is the Browns clearly have a talent advantage. They got to get out and get after it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a team that they should be pretty well. And I mean, the line in Vegas is something like -12 or -12.5, which is still crazy, especially when you think about it. Just less than 4 years ago, the Browns were 0-16. Now they come into a game where they're favored by almost 2 touchdowns in the NFL, which is crazy to think about. But it's an interesting little storyline with the way the Texans have kind of built this roster up to try and get through the season. Obviously, it's been very difficult for them. You saw a lot of familiar faces go there in the offseason. And obviously, Tyrod is a big part of that, but Pharaoh Brown also certainly done some things in Houston. So it certainly is going to be weird, I think, for guys like Chubb, who practiced against those guys for a couple of years that were around, sort of when he was coming into the NFL, that he was kind of learning from some of those guys and practicing with those guys. Now to go up against them, it's going to be a little interesting for some of those guys that, had come out of that tunnel in brown and orange. Now they're going out there in Houston Texans colors. It's part of the weird business of the NFL.